Hi all and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're all doing okay. I just want to bring you a couple of things tonight. One is something Max Verstappen has said that Martin Brundle disagrees with quite strongly. Also something that Christian Horner has said about Sergio Perez, and clearly I'm going to chat about Toto Wolff and the W15. Yeah, it'd be W15. Is going to be fundamentally different, so it's quite interesting. But we'll start off with Max anyway. So Max Verstappen has insisted that F1's decision to prioritise the show rather than the sport will determine whether or not he continues in F1. Verstappen has been critical of F1's management off the track, and he is opposed to the continuation of the sprint race experiment, claiming that it dilutes the race weekends and threatening that this could advance his retirement plans from the series. Verstappen said, "I would just keep in mind that the actual sport comes first instead of the show. That for me is very important, and that eventually will also decide if I stay or not." But Martin Brundle disagrees with Max Verstappen after he hit out at F1 sprint races. Brundle has pointed out the sprint weekends are more entertaining than the practice sessions. Brundle wrote on social media, "I see a lot of social media traffic as well as talking with fans, friends and media, where many say they don't like the sprint format at all. Despite being a pure racer and having won many of them, Verstappen says the same. That's all valid opinion. But the TV audience numbers show a lot more eyeballs watching these appointments to view live sport. And that's fact. As I said in our shows, the worst sprint will always be better than the best FP2 because in free practices nothing is decided and the teams need to keep the cars well apart on track and use as little tyre and power unit life as possible. The sprints simply must be more entertaining trackside too for those splashing their hard-earned cash." Interesting. And on to Christian Horner. Christian Horner insists a back-to-basics approach has helped Sergio Perez overcome his recent form. Perez has struggled to keep up with Verstappen over the last few years, which has led to constant speculation over his Red Bull future. But Horner has backed Perez, who has another season remaining on his contract. Asked about Perez's improved performance in Brazil, Horner said, "I think he's focusing more on the basics, and I think that's coming together for him. It's just a shame he didn't do that 6 months ago, when I think, personally, and we've discussed on comments on here and on the channel, that we think Perez may have tried to sort of drive more in line with Max's data, and it just didn't work for him, but hopefully we'll see. We've got the next two races coming up, Las Vegas and Abu Dhabi. We'll see if that's made any difference for him." But anyway, and on to Mercedes. So Mercedes boss Toto Wolff has promised Lewis Hamilton and George Russell a fundamentally different car next year. Both drivers have suffered another difficult season despite a few podium finishes, with their issues compounded by a worrying display at the Brazilian Grand Prix. Wolff insists that Interlagos is evidence of why they are actually on the right track with their technical development plan. Wolff said, "This is our route and we will have a fundamentally different car next year. This race, Brazil, proves that it is the right thing to do. Last year, you come out of Interlagos weekend and you are absolutely on top. You were demolishing your competition on Saturday and Sunday, and it was like, are we doing the right thing by continuing with the chassis that we have? Now, it is pretty clear it feels horrid for the whole team, and I wish we could start the new season and concentrate on the new car. The glass is always half empty, but what we know is that we are changing the car completely. We are an outlier. We are an outlier compared to the last 8 years when we've been at the front solidly. We've structured people to perform at the front, whether it is winning championships or not, and I think it more than confirmed that the steps we have taken are necessary." So that's all interesting stuff, that is. I can't wait to see the W15. Well, and all the other cars, of course, but certainly the W15 after Toto's comments. But getting back to the sprints, I mean, what is your gut feeling with this? Is this going to turn into a standalone championship, run alongside every race weekend, or are we still just going to have 6 a year? Do you enjoy the sprint? Let me know in the comments. I really do want to. There's so many varied points out there about the sprints that I'm not big on it, but then a lot of people are. So maybe I'm missing something here. But anyway, if you do like what I do, please like and subscribe and press the notification bell. And again, thank you for watching and interacting and talking, chatting on my videos. It means a lot to me. It really does. So thank you so much indeed for that. But until the next time. Oh yeah, you can press the notification bell to get future uploads, warnings of future uploads. And until the next time, take care.